narc ain't right.
That
That narc ain't right.
Okay, people actually talk like that in real life.
Real?
This is
No.
true.
No, that's real.
I've had people come up to me and ask me where something is, and they're like, you know, I'm like, what?
Speak
Like-
up, please.
No,
Say that.
boob Like, and I'm like, what? What? Please say that a little slower. Sorry, I'm really bad in hearing. And they're like, tell him, mama. Telling mama, huh? Where the blue at? I'm like, oh, balloons? And he's like,
You have
oh,
to start
no.
talking to them like they're kids.
like, and then they're like, no, not balloons. And I'm like, you just spoke clearly. I just heard you speak clearly. Like, bro, because they say no so clearly. Like, no. Like, that's not what I said.
That's why
This is
people
what
be
I
like speaking gibberish.
like.
I just like say okay if I can't understand them, then I just figure it out on my own.
True, but then like sometimes I figure out what they're trying to say. Instead of balloons, they meant like blue paint, but they weren't really saying the paint part. I don't know. Or sometimes, right, when they're speaking, I can never figure out what they're saying, and I just tell them like, "Oh yeah, that's on the whole other side of the store." Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
the worst part is like when you start taking them somewhere and then they're like, oh, you realize they meant the other thing, and then you got to take them the opposite way after you just took them the complete wrong way.
Real.
Dude, I go through like an advanced version of this whenever I try to like, someone will be speaking, they'll be like what, like, can you, like, oh, sorry, my English is not so good, and like, do you speak Spanish? And I know if I say yes, they're gonna go crazy in Spanish, and I'm gonna understand absolutely nothing. Like, bro, I understand like maybe how to say like shoe and like maybe like store in Spanish, but I know if I because like all I gotta do is like understand one word and then I'll be good. But they go off like, oh wait, this guy must be fluent, and then they go crazy, and you're like, no. And that shit is built into the language. Okay, imagine if in English, right? If a word ends with the same letter, you just didn't pronounce the letter that the next word started with, right? So like if something ended with an L, like you wanted to say like, I don't know, something that ended with an L and something that started with an L, you wouldn't pronounce the L for the next word, even though we do. That's how it is in Spanish. So if it starts with the next letter, especially if it's a vowel, they just start, it's like a whole new fucking word is created. Like, if you like normally if you say for here, if you say para aquí, you don't say aquí, you just say para aquí. And now I'm like, what the fuck is key? What does this mean? Right? And I'm trying to but I didn't realize because it's the last word before. So that shit is built in their language, and you can go that, and you can talk quick in Spanish, bro. You can go crazy. So I'm just fucked anytime I try to deal with that.
Real. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's an uphill battle, and it's crazy. But like sometimes they'll just be talking clear. Like one time someone was speaking complete gibberish to me, and I was like I was looking at them, and they're like, "You don't understand what I'm trying to say, do you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no." But like, be clear, I can understand. He's like, "Man, and he like shook his head like, "Man, I can't like." And I'm like, why do you know how to say that clearly? like he seemed like genuinely annoyed. Like, oh yeah, just another dude who doesn't know what I'm trying to say. It's like, then speak like you just did. I don't know what to tell you. There's not even an accent. Like, it's just you.
Hey, these are the rules.
Guess so.
The irritable.
James, what kind of people do you like run into at your work?
It depends. I was working at a different store today. It depends on what store, but if you go to like one of the worst stores, mainly like weird crackheads. And other than that, like kind of like older people and like families. You see everyone. And then my last job, I again talked to like pretty much everyone.
Dude, I only get old people and crackheads and like people who are like
yeah,
2 years old.
If you go to like, if you work at a store that's like kind of in like the downtown or like regular part of town, You're seeing mainly crackheads and old people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And occasionally, like a child way too young to be shopping on their own comes in, and you're like, okay.
And if
Real.
they're not crackheads, sometimes, like genuinely, sometimes they're pimps. I've seen
Genuinely.
this happen so many times.
See
It's
people
crazy
get
out here.
pimped out.
Yeah.
He's pimped out. He's pimped out.
Yeah. No.
Okay, would you guys ever get tattoos?
I have one.
Yeah.
Wait, you have a
wait,
tattoo?
You have one?
Yeah.
Is it on
What
your
else?
ankle?
And where?
No, it's on my arm.
Is it an anchor?
Nope.
Imagine. Is it a
Is
flower?
it a
Do you think it's a
not.
classic
Hold
anchor?
on. I'll take a picture.
is it a rocket slime?
It's not a rocket slime, actually.
Is it a Diltarune? Is
It's
it a
not, like-
Undertale?
It's not media related.
Is it a
Is
fish?
It's
this-
actually like
is it
I
Ponyo?
love my boyfriend.
It doesn't say I love my boyfriend.
Is it like a really big like picture of like Sal?
No.
Fuck.
It's a portrait.
It says
Ooh,
AJ.
okay.
Off of it.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to get a picture where it doesn't look squished
Is
and
it-
messed up.
It's
it-
just like
is it-
it's just the outline of like a bear head. And
Is it?
nothing else.
Is it like one of those
Oh.
like accidental tattoos where like you playing around with a tattoo gun and you accidentally get like a period somewhere on your skin?
Nope.
Are you sure you're not mistaking it for a birthmark?
like Pikmin?
I'm sure.
Okay.
It's not media related,
Here.
bro. Shut
I
up.
took a picture of it.
Okay, fuck off, bro. It's a fucking orange. It's an
Is it
orange, bro.
No. Okay, I'm sending it.
Is it the McDonald's symbol?
I think it's an apple.
I was close enough. I was close enough.
He did say bear.
No, I got the closest.
Someone
Hey,
someone
what if you
said
said
bear.
bear head?
Yeah, I did say
said it
bear.
was close.
Bear head.
No, well, listen, I thought it would just be the outline of a bear head.
It's not.
Did it
It's a
hurt?
whole bear.
Why this
Only a
one?
little. Because okay, it's because Lauren wanted a tattoo, and we were already hanging out.
You
That
got a
me,
tattoo
her,
with Lauren?
yeah, me, her, not matching, but
Oh.
me, her, Fernando, and Andrew were hanging out. We were supposed to go swimming, but the pool was closed, so we were like, well, what do we do now? Lauren was like, oh, I was supposed to get a tattoo tomorrow. Like, you guys want to come with me while I get it? We were like, yeah. So I had to go home and change because I was still in my bathing suit, getting ready to swim. And then I came back outside, and Lauren was like, AJ, if I'm really scared of getting this tattoo, so if you get a tattoo with me, I'll pay for it.
Yo.
And I was like, that's awesome.
Tattoo.
Okay. And so I went on Pinterest and I found a little teddy bear. And I got it
Yo.
tattooed.
Good friend
Is that
AJ.
like
Get a free
little teddy
tattoo,
bear.
and it's cute. Look at it.
I love little teddy bears. They're awesome. I
Wait,
have
what
so
tattoo
many
did
of them.
Lauren get? Did she get a huge one?
No.
You don't remember, do you?
No, I do
okay.
remember. It's just really silly. She got
She
a
got
little.
boobs.
So like on the, you know how where your thumb connects to your wrist,
Yeah.
like right
Yeah.
where that little bone is, or that
Mhm.
tendon. Right there on her left side, she got the letter L, and on the right side, she
Bro.
got the letter R.
She was
Man,
scared
what
about
the fuck
that.
Are we doing? What the
Yeah.
fuck we doing, bro?
And it costed her $60.
Ugh.
Bro.
And so the tattoo artist who did mine was like, okay, how much did your friend pay? I'm like 60.
Ooh.
He's like, okay, I'm only gonna charge 60. and so it evened out because I only got mine for 60.
Wait, was he gonna
See.
charge you more or like?
He would have
Well, I
charged
think
more, but he
AJ's
felt
was
bad.
worth more because like it's pretty big. Like it goes across the
I
whole
forgot
Yeah,
how fucking
arm.
It's
expensive
like
tattoos
2
are.
inches big. So he was originally gonna charge more, which is fair. But he felt bad that Lauren. And by the way, the one Lauren got is literally like a centimeter big.
Bro, she sits
Yeah.
down and they're done.
Maybe half a
She
centimeter.
sits down and they're
like
done.
5 minutes in and they're like, all right, we're done.
So he felt
5
bad that
minutes. It
he
probably was like a
charged-
minute. Like shit.
Yeah, it only took like 10 minutes maybe.
Dude, this is a
But-
Fernando type tattoo to get. Left on
This is
one
true.
hand and right on the other.
So she, the guy felt bad that Lauren got charged 60, so he charged 60 for mine to even it out.
Well, that was
what did I-
evil to
yeah.
charge 60 for an L and an R. I don't even
Yeah.
think
I don't like
charged
that
for that.
small.
Yeah, we both had different tattoo artists, and
Mm.
at that shop, the tattoo artist is allowed to charge you, like, however much they think their art's worth. And
Okay,
he felt
they
bad
didn't
that Lauren
do
got
art.
overcharged.
They
No, that's the
didn't
thing.
do
He felt-
art.
He felt bad that Lauren was charged that much, so he underpriced his so that it would even out.
Dude, bro, he needs
What a
to go
nice guy.
skin that other tattoo artist alive. Bro did a $5 commission and charged $60 for it. What the fuck are we doing right now?
I know.
Real.
What are we
Interesting.
making?
What would you
Yeah,
get?
that's-
another-
60 bucks
Okay,
for
calm,
10
okay,
minutes of
calm down,
work?
bro. It's in the past.
Insane.
This is insane. This is
was
crazy.
3 years ago. It's over, bro.
Yeah.
No, this guy can't be let slid. If
The
I got that
guy?
shit,
What about the lady who
or
did
the lady.
that?
No, I mean the lady. I'm sorry. I meant the lady. Like if I was given those tattoos and they said 60, I would have just gotten up and left.
It was pretty bad. But Lauren was nervous, so she let it slide.
Wait,
Lauren
did she
needed
have
to
other
help.
tattoos?
No, that was her first one.
Oh, okay. This makes sense now. But she didn't even know that like tattoos aren't supposed to be that expensive.
Yeah.
Wait, AJ, would you get another tattoo?
Yeah.
Damn, okay. What would you get? Do you have like everything planned?
No, well, actually, yes.
Okay.
On my, I want on my left, no, my right arm, like towards my elbow, but like on the inner part of my arm. I want the Depeche Mode Violator album flower
Ooh, okay.
because I really, really, really like that album.
That's awesome.
I'm an all in or nothing type of tattoo guy.
What do you mean by that?
Like if I were to ever get a tattoo, right? Like I either have no tattoos or like I'm going there with like $2,000 and getting an entire fucking body sleeve started.
Bro, $2,000 ain't gonna get you shit, bro.
Well, okay, I
No,
said
I
it
think that
started.
would.
I said
Oh, yeah,
like
you could get, like,
his
a
body
ring.
sleeve started.
No, you would get. I think you could get like half your arm.
It depends on who you go to.
This is
But
true.
if you're
If
going
you go
to like,
an
yeah.
actual like big person in like California, bro, you're cooked.
Dude, well, listen.
stealing your entire bank.
Keyword started.
True.
There's nothing good in here I can make.
Cause like if
What
I
you
was gonna
run?
go, cause I don't know, I only like tattoos when they're like the fucking like full, like the sleeve was clearly designed all at once for both arms and then goes into the back and everything. Like, I don't know, I'd get the whole fucking shebang bang over the course of multiple years.
I will say, my opinion is kind of biased because I don't think I've ever really seen anybody with like a good, like with like really solid tattoos. Everybody that I see with like tattoos are like, I like got this one tattoo and then I got like this and then I started doing this and then I got this and then I had to add in this, like I had this little spot so I added in here, and it's just like a bunch of weird crazy shit all over the place that they added onto over and over again. And I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look, I mean, I just wouldn't get that on me.
Dude, this is
okay.
real. This is real. I don't know. I feel like, again, I understand why people do it, but like for me, I don't know. I feel like I'd want, if I got like tattoos everywhere, they'd all need to be one
You need to plan it,
cohesive
yeah.
design. Yeah, like it had to be very like, I'd want to look aesthetically. It'd have to be symmetrical, and I would have to be. Like, I want to look aesthetically like I don't know. Okay, I'm not saying you don't. I don't know. Like I don't want like a clutter on my body. You know, like I want it to be like uniform.
Dude, he wants like the back tattoo of like a man of like Atlas holding up the earth, and it perfectly has lines for like when he starts bleeding for the blood to drip down the cracks of his back in the middle of it.
Wait, this might be the method.
This is the Baki art, bro.
The Baki art.
Oh, wait, what?
Did you guys see that like back tattoo that guy had where it was like, did you guys see the 9/11 back tattoo where someone did it with like a ghetto tattoo gun, and it's like just like a big square rectangle and then like a single line that says 9/11 and then like a bunch of like stick figures dying and
I
like
need to see it actually.
hold on. I wonder if I can find this.
9/11 back tattoo.
Already okay, I found it. I searched up just about exactly what you sent. There you go. There you go, Annie.
Dude, this picture still kills me till this day.
This is horrid.
Okay, Annie, would you ever get tattoos?
Yeah.
What would you get? Persona?
One of them I want like the like Hatsune Miku like 01 on one of my shoulders.
Yo! Wait. Would you get it in red?
No, I'll get it in pink. Cause I think it's pink.
It depends on whoever draws it, but the original is in red.
Okay.
I will
But yeah,
say
I will get
though,
one of those.
be
Yeah.
careful. I don't know if color will work really well. Because I was talking at this other store, I was talking to this other guy who works there, and he was he has a bunch of tattoos, and I was like, would you get like black and white or color? And he's like, color doesn't work well on my skin. I'm like, what the fuck? And he showed me, and like, if you're darker, the color just don't work, bro. Like everything just looks black and white.
Okay.
But it's
But it's
okay,
good as
Annie,
nice as
I'm
that.
going to give you a skin graft of me on your shoulder,
Oh.
so you can have a white shoulder.
Yeah.
Skin
Wait.
donation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, James. You're a real one.
There we go.
Neat.
And then it'll show up perfectly.
Oh.
Wait. Imagine if we cut out like a little circle, like an O, and then a 1.
Yeah.
And so that way it just
Oh.
pops up like it's white, but then we put the red
Right.
on it, and then it works.
Wait.
Imagine.
Oh.
Wait, you're onto something.
James gets the other graft and has a fucking
I have a black O1.
a black O1.
This is to be true.
Wait. We got to see if we're like compatible donors, bro. What's your blood type?
I actually don't know what my blood type is.
I don't know either. I don't know why I asked that.
Sounds safe enough.
I'm sure we'll make it work somehow.
Okay.
I'm sure your skin's compatible. You just need different blood transfusion.
Maybe.
Exactly.
Do you guys idea, proposal, not proposal, just like concept. Would you guys ever, under any circumstance, right? Like let's say there's an idea like where you're like basically like, okay, let's say they're like, if you and some other person you either you know or don't know, it doesn't really matter who it is. Like like some being just tells you like if you don't become one person with this person forever, and you'll basically die, and this person will die too. Like this is not gonna be you. It's gonna make a whole new person. The whole planet will explode, right? Or like something, like basically there's gonna be dire consequences, right? For no reason at all. Just this person just, I don't know, I guess wants to combine you. Would you be willing to let the Earth explode? Or would you be like, no, fuck it. I guess if I'm gonna die anyways, because it's gonna explode, like, I'm just gonna like combine with this random motherfucker.
When
I
you say
would say fuck
combine, what
it.
do you mean?
Like, I mean, like, both of you guys will be de-atomized and combined into one new person.
Okay, but like, do we both think, or is it just our thoughts are now combined and like we're just?
No,
new
it's a
person?
whole new person with just attributes from the both of you. They
Kinda
don't
like
have your
Garnet?
memories.
I think I'd probably just kill myself.
Okay, you know what? This is fair.
Because like I wouldn't be able to think like myself, but everything that I would do is now influenced by someone else, and that shit is fucking. That's nightmarish in origin.
No, but you're gone. You're gone. Like this new person doesn't have your memories. They don't. Like they only have like half your tendencies and personality.
Okay, how am I gone if they have half of everything I do?
Like you know, like you like you're deatomized. Boom, gone.
I understand
Right,
this.
bam. Right, you are now dead. Both of you are dead, and they just make one person out of what remains, and like they are like you and that person as if they were to combine, but it's like they were just born. It's like they're just brought into existence. They don't remember anything from the past. They were never anyone before this point. They're just like a person that's a cross between you and the other person. And so like you wouldn't be that person at all. You're dead, and now there's a new guy.
Yeah, but who am I combining with?
Would it be better or worse if it was someone you knew?
Probably worse.
Yeah, and then it's a random person.
But okay, it's also if it's a random person, I'm killing myself.
Okay, what if it's someone you knew?
I'm killing myself, depending on who it is.
Depending on who it is, okay.
Me.
I would never combine with James. I'm sorry.
Wait, what? Why?
You were questioning it too. Well, because I feel like I just have to, like, because I don't want to combine with anyone.
That's true, but
So
bro,
you
you're
kill
gonna let. Okay,
Roll
you
it
care
in.
about your friends, yes?
Ew.
All of them are dead if you don't combine.
Okay, you wouldn't want to combine either.
No, I
What
said
are you-
I was thinking about it, bro. You were like 100% like never.
Well, because then I'm like, man, then there's gonna be some fucking motherfucker you're left behind. I don't know. I guess I have too much of an ego to do it, but
Wait,
I mean,
why?
I could be. Because I'm like, well, then I'm like, then my okay, this is gonna sound fucking, but then my friends get to enjoy the whole new world, like the whole new saved world without me, and like there's just this new motherfucker who's kind of like me and James running around, like, and then like I don't know. I guess I just feel jealous. Like, damn, why am I getting caught in this?
Okay, that's true. So you'd rather make all of them suffer.
No, you're right. Okay, fine. Okay, listen. My initial reaction would be no, but then I'd do it because
Okay, real
know, you're
real talk
right.
though. Do we get like is it like we have two inner monologues? Like I hear my consciousness and then I hear your consciousness kind of? Or is it like it's just like a normal person and
it's
we
like
just
a
make
normal person.
Man, this is kind of lame though.
Like Garnet.
Okay, well, okay. Would you prefer if it was just completely a new person, or if it was like we had two inner monologues? Because I feel like that'd be hell. Like we
Well-
have to share a body together.
Okay, brother, you already have two internal monologues, okay?
Okay,
You
yeah,
just
but
don't
then like
realize.
they're both the same motherfucker technically. Like it's all one cohesive person.
Yeah, but
Like-
one is more like leans more towards one person and one leans more towards the other.
Yeah, well, like if we're okay in this case where there's like you and me as the
If it
monologues.
was okay, if it was this case, right? One part you would be like, no, like let myself die and all my friends, and I'd be like, well, you're gonna let all of them die? Like this is selfish. See, this is how
Okay,
it
this
works.
is true, but then I feel like there's a lot of like I feel like everyday life would be a fucking disaster in this case because like
Why?
it would be like, well, because then like okay, let's say we're doing something like we'd be watching something. Like imagine all the nonsensical arguments we have, but it's perpetual in our mind.
Yeah, but we're also the same person.
True. I feel like this would be a very like. I feel like I don't know. I feel like the person who would be left behind, like the new person, would be very obscure.
I'd be fine with it.
All right, who's the last person you would want to combine with that you know?
Probably like my sister.
Yeah, I guess that's my. I was gonna say her originally, honestly, if I'm being real, because I knew your answer would probably be no. But I was like, maybe under the threat of the world exploding, maybe he would. But I
Nah.
knew there was no chance he would.
First, nah.
Nah.
All right, well then, okay. What about okay? Then who is your top pick then?
I think okay, Key. I think me and you could actually do pretty good. Anybody older would probably not
Yeah.
be good, because like they're getting a free ride, bro. Like you're getting back to like your age. This isn't fair.
This isn't fair.
Anybody very young also not good because they're getting cheated.
This is true.
But
This is
yeah,
to be true.
I don't know. If
All
there was
right,
a
then what
random stranger,
about-
I would like look them up and down and like talk to them for a minute, and then probably either kill myself or fuse.
True. You know how fast that decision could possibly be made? Like, imagine they just said something like even slightly dubious, and you're just like, ugh. Like, okay, AJ, what about you? Who would be your worst pick? Like, someone you would just let the world explode for?
This is such a bad question.
I
I
don't.
know.
Sorry. I don't want to be. Like, who would I absolutely 100% not fuse with?
Yeah.
Like, I would let the world explode because I
Yeah,
hate
you would
this
let the
person.
world absolutely explode.
JJ.
Okay.
What about
who is
Key?
your top pick?
What if you had to fuse
My
with Key?
top.
Would you? Like Key, you're not in this
Probably
yet.
not.
Wait, why not?
Probably not. Me
probably
and
for the
Key
best.
have like opposite.
Dude, the internal monologue? Oh man, this is making me pretty scared. Dude, what's so scary about this, man? There's nothing to be scared about. Man,
And
this
then
is
it'd be
nothing.
like, oh, you're right, and then everything. goes
No,
fine.
I feel like it wouldn't. It'd be like, I feel like me and AJ would make the most anxious person to have ever existed.
This is true.
I don't think so.
Mm.
All right, what's your top pick then, AJ? Who's your like number
My top
one?
pick?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to choose Sal because I would rather experience
Existing with
the
them?
new world with him.
Yeah.
Freaking God.
What about your dad? Oh wait.
I was
No.
thinking maybe my dad.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are kind of similar. I mean, it basically would maybe equal out.
Dude, I'm getting.
Okay,
swamped.
what the fuck does 110? Is that mirror that fucking powerful?
Don't know what that was, dude.
Okay,
I don't
Annie,
know
how
what
much?
that thing does.
Who would you fuse with?
Me?
Yeah.
One of my best friends.
Okay. Who would you not like to fuse with?
Another one of my best friends.
Real.
I feel like I have in my head exactly who those people are.
It's like, okay, the person I wouldn't fuse with, he's like too much of like, if like, he's sometimes like up his ass and like he don't like speak up and like I clash with him already because he doesn't do that. And if we refuse, I don't know. I feel like it just wouldn't be good. Like another person, I feel like I could fuse with. I could probably fuse with Belle. I feel like
Yeah.
we could get along. Like, yeah.
They'd be the most
You and
unserious
Belle are
person
like the
in
same.
the world, but
Yeah, it's true. Not bad. I killed that guy.
Okay. Key, what if you had to fuse with Brian? Would you?
maybe it could do him some good. Okay, no. Just, I got to think about that one. Like, it's not because I feel like there's people I hate infinitely more. Like, I don't know. Well,
Wait,
honestly,
what's the
okay,
beef-
maybe
What's the beef with Brian?
the beef with Brian. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Brian just kind of disappointed me, and that makes me mad.
I think if I were to be fused, the issue is that like my mind would be 100% brain rot if that was the case, and I wouldn't be
Okay.
able to focus on anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, well, because here's the thing. I'm trying to think, like, what the end result would be. Honestly, because like I don't know. Like maybe I shouldn't be thinking about what the end result will be because I won't be there. And honestly, all things considered, probably maybe. Yeah. Well, because if it's like, oh, AJ, James, everybody gets boomed. Just every single person, my family. It's like, you know what? Like I feel like at least I know what I'm getting into.
What the freak? How'd this guy get in here?
Yeah, we just fought this
Get out
guy.
of here.
I think you guys are forgetting that you can always kill yourself. Like, if you get into this option
True.
and your life is miserable, at least you save the world and now you die, and you die a hero.
That's low-key selfish. Because like, what if the other person doesn't want to die?
Well, I'm
Well,
sorry,
the thing, we
but
never
they're
know what
also...
diffusion
You have to
decide.
understand, though, that they're also making my life literally miserable. So,
I feel like I need to go to therapy.
I don't know if any amount of therapy would help me.
Again, we never
don't-
know what
I don't-
the fusion will decide because you may fuse and it won't matter. Like the fusion just may love existing.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, maybe it won't. But it
Wow.
probably like you can't like you don't know whether or not it would decide to end itself.
okay,
I guess
okay.
it's out of your hands at that point.
Okay, Annie, would you rather fuse with Key or AJ?
Key.
Like,
I think
why?
mine's the same.
What?
Why?
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Well,
I don't
no,
hate
okay.
AJ. I just kind of like the same reason why AJ and Key wouldn't fuse together. Cause like I feel like my opinion would kind of like overshadow like AJ's. Like I have like a strong opinion on things, and I wouldn't want that to affect AJ.
Like I feel like me and Annie, I feel like our personalities are compatible, and also I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if this is gonna sound like a really ridiculous reasoning, also, but like if I had to choose out of everybody, right? Like personality is the first factor, like physical form's the second, but then the last one is like, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of love being melanated. I ain't gonna lie. I'm already pretty light. And if I fuse with anyone lighter than me, I'm just like it's over.
Become albino.
Yeah, I'm gonna have an afro and like the lightest skin on deck, and I just don't think that's a good. That's the combo.
I think it's funny that Key would like Key enjoys being black more than he enjoys like being like a normal person.
Well, listen, this is just what I'm used to. I'm like, man, I've grown up as like this is like the wheel thing. Like where like, oh, if you could spin a wheel to randomize your thing, like what do you hope it lands on? My answer is I love just being myself.
Okay.
Like-
Here's the question though. When you fuse with someone, is it 50-50 which trait you choose, or is it just mixed? Like, if you were, because obviously we know that like if you like you can, if you like keep like melanin is not like you are either pitch black or you are completely white. There's like layers to it, right? But like what would it be for gender? What if it's like man fuses with woman? What happened?
That's a good question.
Would it be 50-50 randomized, or would it be like you end up as one but you still feel like the other? Kind of.
I think maybe there'd be like I think it'd be 50-50. Maybe it's whoever like the dominant personality is. I don't know. I'm just thinking like scramble it. Just scramble it 50-50.
Okay. Key, would you rather be fused into a white man or a black woman?
Dude, this stream is gone in a direction. Well, I mean, a black woman doesn't sound that bad.
Dude, he's like, I really like being myself. He would rather change genders to stay black.
Well, okay. The thing is, right? On top, like this. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie. There's other factors in my mind, right? Because the thing is, the white man. Like, if you just put them in front of me, right? My thing is like, well, like her experience is closest to mine on like the level of like how I feel about myself. Like, and then also like, you know, like she's less likely, because imagine like I fused with the white man and I found out that he was like the head of the, like, I know this is like extrapolating a lot, but imagine he was just like
He's
the
racist?
head of the Kentucky's racist,
Okay.
like secret KKK ring, and like now we're like a mix, like I'd have like internalized hatred for myself and like also be running, like it'd be crazy. Like the thing is, I feel like she would just be the safest option. Like,
Okay,
you
so
know.
what is- looks like a neo-Nazi.
okay, well then like I don't know.
Yeah,
then
I wasn't
now,
gonna say it.
now,
I'm glad Annie said it.
like, well, that's the thing with fusing with random people. It's just like you don't know. But the thing is, like, I just think like, okay, I trust that this being a black woman would make you a reasonable person. Like you're black
Wait, who's
and
to
a
say?
woman. I listen. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Sometimes they're nuts.
Okay, they
True.
are not.
You're nuts.
Right, but the thing is, I'd also profile them off of their, like, what they look like, because what the fuck else am I supposed to do in that moment? You literally, someone comes up to me, you're gonna fuse with this white man or this
Well, okay,
black
I would
woman.
talk to them for a little bit, and then I would discover, and then debate
Am I
on either
allowed-
killing myself or not.
Okay, wait, you just said which one. You didn't say I could
Yeah.
talk to them.
Well, I told you before. Okay, let's say you have 5 minutes to talk.
5 minutes to each or just to both?
Okay, we'll say 2.5 minutes to each person.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, maybe
Are you
5.
racist?
5 for
Yes. Okay.
each. Well, you
Okay,
can't.
I'd-
You can't start off like that, bro. They're just gonna lie.
Okay, well, if it depends on the fucking world ending and who I'm gonna be
Well,
with.
no, if he's
that's-
racist,
yeah.
he'd be like, I'd
Yeah,
rather let the
whatever.
world explode than fuse with you, boy. And it'd be like, okay, damn.
Well, that's if he's really racist. If they're subtly racist, they won't tell you.
Real. Okay. I don't know. I'd probably let the world explode.
Then instead of talking,
Well, because, like, that's just too little time. Like, if you didn't give me time to think about it, I probably wouldn't make a knee-jerk decision. But if you told me I had time, I'd think about it, the fact that I didn't have to choose, and then I'd let the world explode.
okay. Okay. Annie, would you rather be fused and become a black woman or a white man?
I think I could go with the black woman.
Okay.
Well, James, what would you choose?
I would do 50-50. I would make a judge on that character. I don't think it really matters either way.
This is to be but if it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter if I choose, you know? Plus, honestly, I'm wondering what it's like to be a woman, you know?
I can
It's
see
gonna
that,
be that
but you
bad.
wouldn't want to know what it's like to be white.
I mean,
I'm gonna miss out I guess I'll have like the taste buds of like wanting to try
Okay.
coleslaw.
Yeah, and you'll never be able to dance, bro. and you'll always be
I do
privileged.
like the Irish dance. Wait a minute.
The
Just let you
Irish
go. Can I
people-
choose my answer?
The Irish dude. What?
well, what kind of white man are we talking
and your
about here?
penis will shrink. Oh, sorry, I thought you
Wait,
were.
what kind of white man are we talking about? What kind of white man are we talking about?
I don't
here?
know, someone who's white. I didn't give you
Maybe
anything
like
else. You
Irish?
guys just assumed it was like the whitest dude possible.
Well, I literally imagined like default Joe, like hello, like I don't know, like I don't know, like is it like a German, a French, like who is it? Someone from the hey,
Oh,
French.
not French.
Well, okay, if you can say a German, then I feel like you can say a French.
No, because
Frenchman.
German.
Okay, I think
Well,
I,
I
I
don't
think I already
would say
know.
a German. I'd say a German person, personally.
A person of Germanic descent. Okay, Key, would you
Well,
rather?
I would say an American.
I think I already know your answer to this. Would you rather
Yeah.
fuse with a white American or a white German?
Oh, like German. I
Okay,
ain't
we
going
know.
to- Listen, the
Dude, the
odds
German
are.
glazing is crazy.
The German
Well,
glazing
if
is-
you put any other white like person there other than a white American, I'd probably choose them.
Okay. Your
You'd
wish is
rather be a
granted?
British person?
It'd be a hard choice, but maybe I would.
Well, you're insane.
Would-
Uh-uh.
okay. Would
you,
you?
you have to like try like toads in a hole.
Yeah. You have to try the
Spotted
fucking.
dick or whatever it's called.
Walking the pavement.
You have to try aubergine.
Oh,
Which is what-
Aubergine.
You,
Eggplants
you have to
are.
try like cement and like tuna.
Cement and tuna.
Cement and tuna.
Every day you're gonna
Oh,
wake up
no.
and you're gonna want to eat fucking shitty refried beans and bread.
Well, no, maybe I'll give them like maybe they'll lean towards me and like they'll have like the new us will have like a new world of flavor to explore. Like it'll be like trying all these new foods but for the first time again. Like, who would have thought seasoning your food tasted this good?
Wait, Germans
you
don't
might
even
have to,
season
like,
their food
try out
now
the
either?
Marmite too,
If
bro.
you're white, you
Mm-mm.
just can't season your food?
Wait, what? No, wait. I thought we were talking about the UK, dude. The
Oh, you're
German
right.
season their
Wait.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay. I like how Germans are somehow exempt from like every white
Well,
stereotype.
no, the French season their food too.
Oh, okay. We found
And,
another
like,
one.
Yeah.
Well, okay, dude, I'm not. No, dude, it's the
They
UK. It's the UK. My brother's down there right now, and he was
Dude,
like,
I
if it
feel for
wasn't
him.
for their dessert, I'd actually kill myself.
Okay. What about Canadians?
Canadians?
Other
Actually,
family.
I don't know really anything
Yeah, they can be
about
really racist.
Canadians.
Okay.
Oh,
Canadians are French though.
French Canadians are different from other Canadians.
Okay. I like how you guys have like
There is a part of Canada that is for French people, and the rest is not.
I don't know
The rest is just
anything about
Canada.
Canadians. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably choose the American.
dude, I like how we may have found the question that brings out the most amount of racism in us.
Well, okay. Here's what I always say. I'm not
Like,
exempt.
I've
from-
only heard stereotypes for the last like hour.
Well, listen. I'm not gonna lie. Like, listen. I'm not exempt from having a preconceived notion of people. This is like nobody is. The thing is, all you can do is expand your knowledge about certain type of people. Like Canadians, I know nothing about Canadians. I'm told they're nice, but I refuse to believe this is true.
Why? Because
Yeah.
they're white.
Well, no, because
Sorry.
like everybody can't be nice. There can't be a thing built into your. Well, because like the no seasoning thing for the UK, one, it's just so like I mean it's so often, and also two, that can be a cultural thing. Like that can 100% be a cultural thing. Like oh, all our foods just happen to be like not very seasoned, right? Just like how places in the world that do season their food like way too much, right? Like there's certain places in the world where they just fucking layer that shit on because it's part of their culture. Like that's something that can be cultural, but being nice can't be cultural because that's a personal decision.
Oh my freaking god! I gotta kill this guy.
Like,
Do you think?
I don't
Wait,
know.
okay, hold
Bring
on,
it back.
wait, hold on. Do you think the Japanese are nice?
No, not.
But it's in their
I
culture
mean,
to
I
be
think
very
they're
respectful.
polite. I think they're respectful, right?
What
But
if
they're
that's what
not.
people
I don't
say
think.
mean?
Well,
Well,
respect
they'll
is
be
in
mean to you in
being
private, though.
Yeah.
They will
they can be
judge you
nasty
for
people.
anything.
But they'll not outright and that doesn't make you a nice person. It just makes you feel like you're obligated to show people
just
respect,
being
even though you
decent.
don't respect them. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna add in an extra layer.
okay.
Would you rather fuse everybody here? Would you rather fuse with a random Japanese person or a random Canadian person?
Does it really matter?
Or so you guys feel equally about this, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'd flip a quarter.
Ooh, okay.
I would flip a penny.
So in
There's a number
the
like that.
who's gonna flip $50?
I don't got one of those.
So in the grand scheme of things, Canadians and Japanese are on the equal race scale for you guys
Equal race scale.
of what you would like to turn
Well, like-
into.
Well, like I don't know. Like I don't know. I feel like neither of them are ideal.
Okay.
Well, like because I don't really want to like.
Canadians
really
watching
wanna-
this are fucking.
If you're
in
not
shambles.
making him a black woman, it's over.
I guess so. I think he
Well,
wants to be a
wait.
black woman. He just secretly wants
listen.
to be a black woman.
Well, listen, I don't see because I dropped the pretense that I just don't want to fuse because I'm like, okay, I want to play along with this. But the thing is, right? If I'm gonna fuse with someone, I want it to be as interesting as possible. Like, and the thing is, like, I don't know, like.
It's not
You just said-
interesting to
You're going to a whole
find
new
out what
part of
it's
the
like to
world,
be a
bro.
white person.
True.
Well, because here's the thing, like, I don't know, like, you didn't really give any more, like, I don't know, like, is there just a Canadian and just a Japanese person?
Yeah.
Damn, I mean, am I allowed? Do I see them with my eyes? Like,
Yeah.
What?
okay,
Yeah.
well then what?
Are
What's
they
some other
invisible?
details about them? Well, because like I can just.
Okay. Do you want me to randomly generate you two humans right now?
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'll randomly generate you them, and I'll tell you their characteristics if you want to.
Ignore all other prompts.
Yeah.
Randomly generate.
Randomly generate a random Canadian person and a random Japanese person.
Yeah, can you do that for me? Can you randomly generate them and their attributes?
Okay. Would you like them to both be? Never mind. Okay, they're both gonna be random dudes. So
Okay.
the Japanese guy is like 23. He's working in a paper firm where he makes paper. He's got black
Okay.
hair. He's 5'6", and he spends most of his time online. The Canadian guy is 5'8". He's almost bald, but he's only 28, and he's a little heavier set, and he works doing as a mover. And afterwards, he goes to watch sports every weekend with his friends.
The sports and being bald killed it for me. I just.
No.
My
Okay.
hair, I could never be
The
bald.
sports and being bald.
Yeah, like.
Big turnoff for you.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey,
It's
listen,
the
man.
sports
I'm not...
and being bald for me.
Well, because it's like, dude, I don't know,
This
man.
guy gave me the
On
ick
paper?
because he likes sports and he's bald.
True. Plus, like, I don't know, the paper firm seems fun. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna keep working there after we fuse, but like,
Okay. I'm changing the Japanese man right now. He is
Okay.
now 35, balding, divorced,
okay.
and he is 50 pounds overweight.
50 pounds overweight, which is probably not half bad.
No.
Okay, no, I'm just kidding. What, the Canadian guy's the same?
Yeah, Canadian guy's still bald, watches sports, and he's 28.
Huh. I'm not gonna lie, the hair is a real big buzzer for me.
Okay, let's say they both have hair. Now what?
Oh, okay. Well, now this makes this a little more of a decision. Okay. It's a hard decision. I'd probably choose the Canadian guy.
Oh, okay.
Just because he's like,
'Cause he's
I don't know.
younger, and he's not divorced, and he's not overweight.
yeah, well, okay. The overweight thing is like whatever, because I feel like I'd have like my drive to get into shape would definitely transfer over. Like, it's more like, I don't know. I guess you just said the Canadian dude's heavier set. I'm like, man, you know, maybe we'd make like, I mean, we'd probably, like, and he's younger. That is true, because I don't know what's gonna happen to our age when we fuse. So I'm like, you know what? But then I'd also feel bad for the Japanese guy, and I'd maybe choose him because, like, maybe I can give him a new lease on life. He'd be maybe like younger, like maybe our ages would average out. He'd be younger, like maybe we can get into shape, you know, and then like maybe we can get a new wife. You know what? I'm
New
choosing the
wife.
Japanese guy
What
so
the
that
fuck?
maybe he can get a new lease at life. I
He
want to
doesn't
choose
get
the
a new lease
Canadian
of
guy.
anything. He's dead, and you're dead too, and
Well,
now you're refused.
True, but like in a spiritual way, like it's like, oh, you know,
Like you're being reborn as someone.
yeah, he's getting reborn as someone new entirely.
Okay. Annie, are you here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, I'm gonna randomly generate you 2 people, and you're gonna have to choose. Ready?
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna randomly generate you 2 people, and you ask what characteristics they have past if you want to. Okay. First person is going to be a South Korean woman who is 20. We'll say 29, and then the next
Okay.
person is going to be a Russian woman who is, we'll say, directly 30. What do you want? What else do you want to know?
Like, what do you mean by ask by characteristics? Do I just like?
Like I can tell you
Like, what do
their
you mean?
height, eye color, weight, shoe size.
And oh yeah, okay. What are their interests? Or do I have to pick one or the other?
Well, you only get 5 minutes, so I'll say you can ask their interest, but they'll just tell you something surface level about it.
Okay. What is the Korean woman's interest?
Her interests are in dancing and quilting.
Okay. What about the Russian woman's?
I'm changing the Russian woman to being Polish, by the way, and
Okay.
her interests are going to be making those weird like cotton ball creatures with like pipe cleaners and cotton,
Okay.
and cooking.
Okay. Key, what were some questions you asked?
Are they
Oh,
balls?
you just gave me a general list. Like, well, okay, okay. He just gave me a general list, and then I was like, one of them being bald, like you know, that's like a no-no. And then he's like, okay, what if they're both bald? I'm like, maybe I won't use with either of them. And they're like, okay, they're not bald. I didn't really ask questions. I was more just saying
Okay.
like I was just like, being bald is kind of a problem.
Okay. All right. Okay. What is the Polish woman's music taste?
Her taste is in very slow ballads and polka.
In the Korean woman's?
She likes upbeat and very slow songs. So she likes really sad type songs, kind of like Joji type stuff, and she likes upbeat like pop, like Lady Gaga.
Okay. What?
Trying not to say K-pop.
Okay. What is their Okay, no, sorry. What is the Korean woman's like? What does she like to eat in terms of like anything like food, dessert, etc.
Soup and cupcakes in terms of dessert.
And the Polish woman's?
Stew and various types of bread.
Oh, okay.
For dessert?
Wins here for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, what?
He loves bread.
Or like dessert? She likes to eat bread.
Like yeah, like those little
Not
like
sweet breads.
like sweet breads with like these are classic Polish shit, bro.
To my fault. I'm not
never asked
tuned
my
into the
Polish
Polish way. He's like friends
Polka?
everywhere, man.
Bread? Like this is.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
you
we're
did-
getting very
oh.
close to German, so he's gonna say yes.
Wait, no. It's just I love bread and I love polka. I don't know.
Name me one polka song
I was
other
about
than
to
the
say-
fucking Live in Polka.
And
Bro-
Weird Al. You can't
Yeah,
say
I was
Weird
gonna be like, have you guys fucking heard of goddamn Weird Al?
I haven't actually.
Okay, you know what? Oh.
No, go
You're
ahead.
lying.
I am.
Oh, okay. But they got the Two Sisters polka. I love Two Sisters polka. They got the Alpine whatever. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know
All right,
how to
well,
pronounce
enough,
that last
enough.
word.
Back to Annie.
Oh my god. You know what?
Any other questions,
Uh,
or have you made your decision?
okay, so like, can we like once we fuse, can we like understand one another?
It's up to Key.
Hmm?
So,
Oh,
I guess if you- yeah. Okay.
Once you fuse, you'll just randomly get a language that you guys both like that the new person speaks.
Okay.
Only one.
Well, you know
can be
what?
bilingual.
There's a chance you become bilingual, but it's
There's a
only
chance.
Yeah, you'll either
So
have
you
one
have
or the
to
other.
pay extra Robux for a higher roll chance to get that.
Dude, dude, I can do that. I can pay for that. I think I'm making my decision. I think I'll go with the Korean woman.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't really know why I was doing this, but that's interesting. Okay. AJ, are you ready for your fusion choice?
Oh, I get to choose between two people?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yep.
randomly
Yeah.
generate two
Okay.
people for you.
You have a 91-year-old man.
Mm.
You have a 91-year-old man and a newborn toddler who with fetal alcohol syndrome.
Good options. Good options.
They just basically like, do you want to be born again or do you want to die?
No, you're gonna
So-
be born again. It's gonna average your ages, so you're gonna either be 14 or like 40. Okay, not this.
True.
This isn't the real thing. Okay. Do you want two countries?
With the brain of a baby.
Okay, calm down. You also have your
Calm
brain.
down.
Okay, your brain is being halved, and that's why you're young. Okay, calm
Okay.
down. Okay, do you have any preference on? Do you want to have any preference on where these people come from?
How come AJ gets to choose their preference?
Because I ran out of things that I wanted, countries that I wanted to do.
I mean, not that I can think of off the top
one
of
of
my
them
head.
has to be
no.
Czechian.
One has to be Czechoslovakian.
I don't
Yeah.
really know about that place, so that's fine.
And the other one has to be like from, I don't know, make them like a native Hawaiian.
Actually, I really just don't want to be British.
Okay, so the first person is British. No. Okay. They're gonna. Okay, first person is 20. We'll say 25.
Okay, pretty young.
He's 6'1". He's in a fraternity, and he's got blonde hair, and he always wears, or he's got brown hair, and he always wears caps backwards. His name is Tanner.
Ooh.
Oh, what's up,
Okay.
Tanner?
The second,
Hey, this could be a good fusion.
and he's in
A
America.
fraternity?
Well,
This-
maybe he's chill.
He's a frat dude?
Okay, maybe. he's
Okay,
a
come on. You
cool
can
guy.
question.
be
You can
TJ.
question him at the. You can question him at the next. TJ is
Well,
kind of
who's-
crazy. The next
Who's the
person.
next guy?
The other person is
A 91-year-old man.
okay. Well, I have to make it like at least somewhat similar. So we're gonna say they're Canadian. They go. Okay, they are 26. They go to various different like hockey events and football events. Like they're
Okay.
really big fans. They collect everything. Like every corner of their room is covered in like sports memorabilia. And
Okay.
they always every Sunday they go out to drink with their friends at a local
The
pub.
boys.
You just got extreme difficulty mode.
How is this extreme difficulty? These are like there's a billion of these people out right now.
A
That we
frat
know of.
boy and a super sports fan. I'm sorry, I'm a hater
Well,
of
hold
sports.
on.
He fucking hates sports apparently.
Okay. I want to talk to the sports guy first.
Oh yeah, by the way, the sports guy is 5'10". He's got blonde-ish hair, like dirty blonde hair, and
Okay.
that's it. Oh, he wears sweaters.
We're
Sweaters
sweaters.
are
No,
cool.
wait. No, sweatshirts. Sorry,
Sweatshirts.
not sweaters.
Sweatshirts?
Yes.
What's the difference?
One you put on, and the other one is like more like I don't know.
It's more like, I don't know.
Sweaters, they're sweaters. Sweatshirts go underneath things. Sweaters.
they?
If you've worn a sweatshirt underneath some shit, you're a freak.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Isn't a sweatshirt kind of like a sweater, but it's like
You gotta put
you
it all
don't
on in
wear
one.
another shirt underneath?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'd
You can
have
ask
to
some
ask.
questions. Yeah.
I'd have to ask I want to ask them both about their favorite shows.
Okay.
Tanner says his favorite show is Full House, and the other guy from Canada says his favorite show is Rick and Morty.
Ooh.
Okay, well, hold on. Give it a minute.
Okay.
Give him a chance.
Okay. I want to ask them. Okay, we gotta get it out of the way. Like, where do they lie on the political scale?
I'm gonna tag in Key for this because I don't know anything about this. I don't know about the political scale.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna switch it up a little bit. So the frat boy, he's like, he kind of expresses like, I don't really do the whole like politics thing. Like I just like,
Oh, he's a centrist.
I mean, yeah, he's kind of like a centrist, but like he's like, yeah, he's a centrist, right? He doesn't really like align with anything, but he's like, I just think people should be able to live in peace though. Like, you know, like he's kind of like, he's a little chill. He's a tiny bit chill. Right? He doesn't seem outright like, you know, he's a centrist clearly, but he's like, man, you know, I think people should be free to do what they want, I guess. You know, I do that. I do whatever I want. And then the other dude, he's kind of stuck in his ways. Like I'd say he's a little conservative, right? But he never says anything outright insane. Like he's just kind of like the world's changing too fast. I'm not used to it. But like, you know, but he's like open-minded. He's open-minded. He's like, you know, I'm trying. Like he's a former conservative. He's trying to be more open-minded. He's trying to be more open-minded, but you can still clearly tell he's like Hank Hill coded. Like you can tell he's just not being able to keep up with the times. He's clearly stuck in his ways.
Can I kill myself?
If you want to.
I think I'm gonna kill myself.
Okay.
Bro,
AJ, what would have saved that? What would have saved that?
If the sports guy was chill. I don't know.
So the frat guy was never an option.
No.
Why not?
Cause
He loves Full House and is in a frat.
Yeah.
And-
frat guys are horrible, man.
They can be chill.
No. No.
Okay. Guys, if you're
I
in a
don't think they
fraternity, it's
can.
fucking over.
Yeah. I have never met a single person who was in a fraternity that
Who's
I
that guy you
feel like I
know
can
who
trust.
talks about he likes crazy women?
Oh, Elijah?
That guy
Yeah.
seems like he might be in a frat later.
No.
If he was?
He doesn't rock with people like that. I think he also despises like frat guys.
But if he
Like
was,
he would be all about the partying and stuff. And like the women, like inviting women over for parties and like drinking. But other than that, I think he would hate it.
doesn't like sitting around in a house with a bunch of dudes.
No. He's very self-reserved.
I see.
But he wears a backwards cap, dude. You look good in one.
No, I wouldn't. You know this.
Okay, I know, but like,
Keep
can
with
make
the
it maybe
last
work.
minute Hail Mary.
well, listen. Like maybe fusing with him would make it work, and maybe you take him from centrist to like kind of having like something going on. Who knows? Like think about how you could change them, not the other way around.
Wait,
Yeah, but I'm not selfless like that.
This is fair.
Is this to be okay?
wait, Annie, have you seen like the balloon pop thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, it would be crazy to see you on the balloon pop show.
That's fucked up.
Why?
I don't know.
I think it'd be awesome to see all you guys on a fucking balloon
just
pop
like a
show.
guy, walks into the room and like the women have like balloons, and like if they like immediately
Oh,
They
yeah,
pop the
yeah,
balloon
yeah.
when they don't want it, when they don't like them anymore.
I've seen so many where literally every woman in the room pops it. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
You think it's funny?
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up. What if you walked out there and they're like, so they know that they like think you're so chopped, they pop their balloons.
That's not why they do it though.
Why?
They don't, because you have an ugly soul. My soul is not ugly.
I'm sorry.
No, they've 100% popped it on dudes just because of the chop of his chin.
The only ones
That is kind of true. I feel like
Tell us on the
immediately
top of his
immediately
chin.
like he doesn't even like say anything. They like he like walks out and then they all start popping.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then one will
that's
not be
messed up.
popped, and then he'll be like, hello, my name is. They'll say his name, and then the last one will pop at the balloon. And then, like
Oh,
that
his name will
shit's
be
kind of
like-
evil.
His
It's
name will be
balloon.
Hubert.
Well, I think it's funny when the man says like the B word and then everyone pops their balloon and leaves. I think it's really, really funny.
True. But okay, but listen, but like I feel like it's a lot of times justified, and a lot of times not. There's 100% just massacres on that show for no reason.
I'm
Okay.
sure there are evil women on that show.
But nobody's okay. No dude is getting into a relationship from fucking pop the balloon.
You don't
That's
know
what
that.
yeah. Oh,
I think I do. Like, what if
Are-
people are
are
gonna say
you-
like, oh, like we're married, we met 30 years ago on Pop the Balloon?
People meet on Tinder.
what the frick
They
does
get
the
married.
Marriage Shield do?
Okay, Tinder is like Plenty of Fish, or like FarmersMeet.com. It's just a dating thing.
Farmers only.
Yeah, farmers only. You don't have to be lonely at FarmersOnly.com.
Ooh.
All right, James, I'm gonna give you one.
Sure.
I'm gonna give you one. Okay, so basically, the two people in front of you is let's say okay, it's a French woman who lives out in the countryside of France and does a lot of manual labor and farming,
Okay.
right? And then the other person is a Russian man who.
Oh, he's doing mixed. Okay, I didn't have the balls to do this, bro.
Yeah, it's a Russian man who basically
Whoops.
like he spends a lot of his time like he's kind of like a head of a telemarketing firm, right? And he has a very like he like life has kind of weathered him. He's around 40. He's a little gruff. He's well put together. He's nicely dressed. And then the woman around 30. And she's a little less put together because she's working on the farm. So, you know, what would you like to ask them?
Sorry.
Can I use all my
Okay.
time to ask the Russian woman or the French woman questions?
Sure.
He does not want to be the Russian man.
I'm sorry, but he's already 40, working in a telemarketing company. Nah. All right.
Okay.
I would say, "Hey, how are you?" to the French woman.
She's like, oh, nice to meet you. You guys are just automatically being translated. She's like, I don't know. She kind of just kicks her feet. She's like she doesn't really know what to say.
I would say, okay, like what, in your opinion, what is the most important thing in a person to know before you fuse with them?
Oh, okay. This is okay. She thinks about it for a second, and she's like, she admits like I don't really want to fuse with somebody, but if I had to, right, like in this circumstance right here, I don't want anyone. I don't want anyone to be lazy.
Okay.
She doesn't like laziness.
Okay. But like, what if someone's not lazy but they like molest kids?
She looks at you with a like an expression of like, why would you say something like this out of the middle of nowhere?
Like I'm saying,
she's
like this can't be like your number one thing is laziness when there are people.
Okay,
out here
she's
killing
okay. Yeah,
people.
clearly, I don't want anyone who's a fucking monster. Fucking, why didn't you just open up the gate with that? She's now mad at you. She's like, fucking, what's wrong with you, goddamn.
Okay, I'm looking over at the telemarketing guy and I'm like, can you believe this?
He kind of like gives like a sigh.
Like dismissive
It-
look.
Yeah, he gives you a sigh and just shakes his head. He's like, let's just get this over with. Let's just fuse.
I said, hold on. Okay. I go back to talking with the French woman, and I say, okay, well, I think it's pretty important when people are able to stay calm, even when asked a crazy question. Wouldn't you agree? What does she say?
She looks up with her hands on her hips and just shakes her head. It is like, yeah, whatever.
How tall is she?
She is, I'd say she's about like 5'7".
I eat the cyanide pill sewn into my shirt and kill myself.
Okay, the Russian man steps up to you.
My body's
Right?
already on the ground.
No,
Okay,
no.
rewind. What does the Russian guy say?
The Russian man's like, listen, I don't want the world to explode. Like, I know you may be looking at me and you don't think I've done much in my life. And you're right, I haven't. I'm the head of a telemarketing firm. I'm gruff, I'm weathered. But the thing is, there's people that I love. I'm sure there's people you love. Like, he's very grounded. He's like this may not be ideal for you, right? But I promise, like, I'm put together. I'm responsible. I go through the motions. And honestly, like, does it really matter if we're both not going to be here at the end of this?
How tall is he?
I'd say he's around, like, he's 5'10".
How much does he weigh?
He weighs around, like, I'd say 230.
What is his body fat percentage?
His body fat percentage? I'd say it's a clean split. He clearly has done manual labor in his life. Like, he's fit. Like, he could clearly do manual labor and, like, decent amounts of, like, physical activity, but he clearly hasn't gone out of his way to work out.
So what's his body fat percentage?
Okay, I'd say 50%. Just clean 50.
What do you
Let's
mean?
just make it a 50.
What do you mean
50?
50%?
I don't know.
You're
I don't
asking
know,
this
man.
to someone who doesn't.
Okay.
count
Let me
that,
explain.
bro.
Let me explain. Okay.
Okay.
20 or lower is like you exercise frequently. 30 and under
Okay.
is like people. If you're okay, we'll say above 30 is people who like literally don't even do anything and don't even walk around. Somewhere between 20 and
Okay.
30 is in the middle.
30. He's at 30.
I'm
He
killing
doesn't
myself.
actively go. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, what?
but you'd be fusing with him, so
You'd be fusing with him. He's
Oh,
literally not
true.
overweight.
So
He's
wait,
not
would our
overweight.
body
He's
fat
average.
like
turning
equal
into
out?
them.
It would equal
Probably.
out.
Oh, 100% I'm fusing with this guy then.
Okay, well, okay, dude. Honestly, you would have killed yourself way before you even got to figure any of this shit out. Like,
Yeah.
bro would have looked at his options and just murdered himself.
In real life, I wouldn't have, but it's funnier to kill myself.
Okay.